So you want to start a new YouTube channel. How do you choose what your channel will be like? How do you choose who your audience will be? How do you choose the topics that you want to talk about? And how do you choose your niche? In this video, I'm going to talk about what I like to call the channel choice crisis for YouTubers, or for beginner YouTubers. Every single one of the things that I'm going to talk about are particularly related to myself and to the crisis that I had trying to figure out how to start this channel, while also trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about. So this comes from a point of experience for me personally. Choosing a name can be so daunting. It seems something really trivial and it seems something really small. But if you take a keen look at it, it's something that can be very time consuming, and it's something that can also take a lot of stress, and it's something that can also be really something difficult to do. And there are a few key reasons for this. One, you want to pick a name that is relevant to the content you produce on your channel. Two, you want to pick a name that is catchy and that is easy to remember. And number three, you want to pick a name that fits your character and your personality and who you are. And guess what? This is your name, the name that is in your birth certificate, the name that is in your ID. In my case, I decided to choose a name that I was given by my friends in high school. It is my nickname, and hence the name of the channel is Kotiko Billionaire. So you could spend a lot of time trying to figure out what the name of your channel would be, whereas you can just pick your given name, the name your parents gave you at birth, and it's a sufficient name for your channel. If you look at some of the biggest channels, you'll find that people are just using their names, and I find that this is a very easy way for you to choose the name that you want to pick for your YouTube channel. My second crisis is that I love very many different things. I love cars, I love houses, I love technology, I love music, and all these things weigh in on my decision when trying to pick the niche of my YouTube channel. All these things influence my decision as a beginner YouTuber on what my channel will be or on what my channel will talk about. Now, if you are like me, you need to pick a niche. You need to pick a very specific category of what you're going to talk about and a very specific category of who you are going to address. Because this can be exhausting and it can lead you into a dilemma of which you do not want to be in such a situation. So how did I pick my niche? Well, I looked at two key things that informed the decision I took in picking the niche that I wanted my YouTube channel to be about. One, a beginner's perspective to building and growing a YouTube channel. Now, there are very many YouTube channels out there that talk to beginners, especially about tutorials, about if you want to code for beginners, if you want to start a YouTube channel for beginners, if you want to if you want to do some video editing rather for beginners, cooking for beginners, and a lot of these other things that are specifically addressed towards beginners. But guess what? Every single one of this channel is owned by people who are experts at what they do, is run by people who already know what they are doing, who already know what they are talking about. Now, there isn't very much on YouTube where a beginner is talking to other beginners about starting a YouTube channel, where a beginner is talking to other beginners about the challenges they are currently facing as they start out on YouTube. Guess what? That is one of the niches, or that is one of the things that this channel is specifically talking about. That is one of the things that informed my decision into starting this YouTube channel. And I'll go further into it in the next few minutes so that you get exactly what this channel is about. Two, a biased opinion on technology consumables, or tech consumables in short. Now, there are very many YouTube channels out there that talk about technology. They talk about phones, they talk about cameras, they talk about TVs, and every other technology or electrical product that you can think of. Now, the main difference, or one of the things that I could not find on YouTube, is someone who provides an extremely biased opinion as to choosing one product over the other. If you watch many of these videos, you'll find one common theme across all the videos, and that is this. They will compare 2 or 3 different products, and then they will tell you that depending on your use case, or depending on what you want to do, or depending on A, B, C, D, you need to choose this over that It depends. Now, I'm the kind of person who likes biased opinions. Everything I do in life is opinionated. I have very strong opinions about the things I like. I have very strong opinions about the gear I use. I have very strong opinions about other aspects of my life, religion, technology, name it. Now, this channel is specifically going to address tech consumables in a very biased opinion. If I like a particular phone, I'm going to tell you why I like it and why I think you should care about it and whether you should buy it or not. If I don't like it, I'll tell you outright, don't buy it. If I like it, I'll tell you outright, go ahead and buy it. And that is something that I think is there on YouTube, yes, but I think it is in very, very short supply. So, based on these two things, what is my niche, you may ask? Well, my niche is showcasing tech products that fit every category, that fit every age group, while documenting my journey of building and growing a YouTube channel from a beginner's perspective in the process. You can be weighed down about very many things and a lot of information flying around the internet about what gear you can use, about what you should do, about what you should not do, about a lot of things right before you start your YouTube channel. And this is partly self-inflicted, majorly because you want to be a perfectionist, majorly because you want to do things right. And I mean, I get it. I'm that kind of person. I always aim for the best. I don't like to settle for less. But guess what? The most important thing, like I mentioned in my previous video, is just start with whatever you have. Just start. Just press the record button. That is the most important thing. Now, there can be so much information on the internet that you might not really need. And the remedy for this, guys, I repeat again, and I'm going to continuously emphasize this. Just start. When I told my friends and my family that I'm going to start a YouTube channel, everyone was very excited for me. Everyone was very supportive. Everyone took an interest in what I was doing and they wanted to support and cheer me on. Thank you, guys. But guess what? Every single one of these people is different from the other. They are in different age groups. My parents and my friends, for example, are like 30 years apart. I have nephews, I have nieces, I have other people in my life, people I have relationships with. And every single one of these people is different. You cannot find two people who are exactly similar or who are the same or have the same tastes. Guess what? One of the dilemmas that I faced while starting this channel is figuring out exactly who my channel is meant for, exactly who I'll be talking about, and exactly who I will be addressing. Because all these people want to support me, all these people are interested in me starting a YouTube channel, and they want to view my videos. And I want to try as much as I can as a content creator to be able to do something that will resonate with all of them. But guess what? You cannot fit every age group. You cannot fit every niche. You cannot fit all types of peoples. So the key to this particular crisis lies in the second point. Choose a niche. A niche comes with an audience, and an audience is always attached to a niche. Case in point, one example is this. There are people who like technology, there are people who like phones, but guess what? The age bracket of these types of people is mostly between 18 and around 35 or around 40. Beyond that, people start gaining interest in other things, maybe investment or things like that. So whatever niche you choose will come with its own set of an audience. And the most important thing for this particular point is just go back to point number 2 and choose a niche that will bring an audience in and of itself. How do you introduce yourself without making it unnecessarily long or without making it too boring? Well, guess what? There are two things you can do. Number 1, you can have an intro statement, or number 2, you can have a trailer. But more often than not, you will find that whenever you start a YouTube video, just go straight to the point, hit the nail on the head, and start talking about what you need to talk about in that video. Case in point, this particular video has no intro, it has no intro statement, it has no trailer. I just started, and I think that is one of the most important techniques that as a new YouTuber you could learn. That is something that I saw somewhere online and I see that it works and I decided to adopt. So this particular last point is something that I'm also working on. I'm working on a trailer for this particular channel. I'm looking for a good graphic designer to give me something really good that I can be using as a trailer for the channel. If you like this video, guys, like, share, subscribe. Remember, we talk about technology and we document the journey of building and growing a YouTube channel. The link to subscribe is right here on your screen. The link to my previous video is somewhere here, wherever YouTube decides to put it. See ya.